Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's live. We are going to talk about Horizon World. Now, this is one of the applications that I really like that Meta has. So, when you're in the Meta Quest headset, or now they have an application in the iPhone store, you can go ahead and click on that and join as well. It's more functional in the headset, so I highly recommend that you get you a Meta Quest 3 headset if you don't have a headset at all. If you have the Meta Quest 2, this application works just fine in it, as well as the Meta Quest 3S. Okay. And I really like that they have so many options. So here are some of the popular worlds, and it kind of gives you, the vibe of some of the other metaverses if you've ever seen Roblox or some of the other things, but there's a lot more stuff to do in here for adults. Well, and there are a lot of adults in here, just so that you know. Um, some of these worlds you can kind of tell they're more so for the kids, so you can kind of steer clear of that. But what it does allow you to do is you can decide, okay, I want to visit this world. Looks like kind of a kiddie world, but I want to see what it is anyway. But I don't want to have conversations with children. You have the option to go in and launch either a open session, which is where everybody's in there, or a closed and private session. That's one of my favorite features because I do not go in and make friends with children. Okay. It's an open space for everybody, but I am an adult and I need to have adult interactions. So I go into the closed session when I want to see something sometimes. And you can, when you're in those closed sessions, you can just invite who you want to, or they can have a closed session and just invite you. So you can be in there and this world is already created and you can have a whole experience and it's just you and your friends, the people that you know, that you feel comfortable with. Okay. They have some horror stuff in there. I'm a fraidy cat. So I don't go into the horror stuff like that because it's really creepy. Like this one, the Kraken, I went in, I started, I couldn't do it. I had to get out. It was just creeping me out. Maybe I would have felt more comfortable if I was in there with someone else and I'm hearing someone else's voice and seeing their avatar with me. But it just kind of, some stuff just kind of creeps me out. But if you love to be scared half to death, then this is for you because you're so immersed into it. And some of these worlds can be so dark. And then you only have a view that where you can see to the left and to the right in front of you. Okay. So at max, a 270-degree view. So there's a whole area behind you. And if you spin around, depending on the world you're in, you don't know what you're going to see. So if you love to be scared, this is definitely for you. You just find all the little scary worlds. Then you have other things like here you have super boxing gym. It's going to tell you exactly what it is. You have cops and robbers, garage. You have Meta Donalds. You'll see a lot of things that have, trademark names. So they'll do a VR version of it. ESPN's Tailgate. They have quite a few sports things that are in here, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. So you should definitely check that out. You have, see, this Feed the Cats. Like, you might just say, you know what, let me just click and see what this one is about. Silliness. You have Rockstar University, Find Your Match. You have so many different things that you can do. You have an event series. So you can go in and here's a Minecraft prize giveaway, for people that are into Minecraft. Here's Living Hope VR Church. You have quite a few church events inside of VR. There are people all over the world that are in here. Like this one I clicked on, this is Retail Rush. So you can click when the event is going to come up, you can click interested so that you'll receive a notification for it and you can share. And then it tells the age of it, the ages for it. So this is ages 10 plus. However, the Meta Quest VR headset, it's recommended that your children are 13 and up to use it. Okay. So as a parent, you're going to make up your mind what you want them to do. So they can actually do it on the phone if you allow them to go ahead and do that. Okay. I recommend following the guidelines. There are reasons why they say 13 and up. When I originally got my MetaQuest 2 headset, I saw a long list of things. And you want to read all of that because it's for your knowledge and for your protection. And if you're a parent, you also can control whether they're using this app or not. So there is a feature inside the headset that allows you to right click on the icon where you can lock it and put a password. So if you do not want your children in there unless you're with them while they're using it, you can lock them out and let them in when you choose. Okay. The headset has a cord. It has a Quest link that you can hook up to the headset and actually hook it up to the computer, and you can cast it to the television if you want to as well, so that you can see what your kids are actually doing inside the headset. There are some applications that don't let you see because the point is to be in the headset and enjoy the experience. They don't want to, give it away. But other things you can see exactly where they are, what they're doing, who they're talking to. If you are choosing to not follow the guidelines and you want to make sure that your child is safe, make sure you are paying attention. As I stated before, there are adults in here and children in here. Okay. So they have a lot of frequently asked questions. How can I get access to Meta Horizon Worlds on mobile or desktop? They're in the process of rolling it out. That's what it says here. Well, I have the app on my iPhone, so you can go ahead and log into it on your iPhone. Okay. And just has a few questions that a lot of people want to ask, so you can click there. But I really do think that a lot of these worlds, I mean, they take a lot, and I really want you guys to really pay attention to the work that went in from these creators. So you'll see the creator's name. This is Kawaii Dad. This is Toby K87. It says who actually is the main creator on the page, and what you will be able to see inside the headset is it will show you who else helped create that world and then the other worlds that they created. Okay. But if you don't go to any other world in here, the one you want to go to is Music Valley. This one here, this is so much fun. Okay. It has over 13,000 likes, and with good reason. Okay. So here from my PC, it says this world contains some sexual content and in-app purchases. So what they're letting you know is that some of the performances that are in here have these things. You want to make sure as a parent you are paying attention to what your child is viewing. So I've gone into Music Valley and I've participated in concerts and things, and it's huge. It's a huge screen. And there are a lot of concerts that go on around the world. You can't always afford tickets. They are actually putting the artists for us inside of Horizon Worlds. So some of the artists that I have seen Shaquille O'Neal. He did a New Year's special. I've seen Snoop Dogg. I've seen Sabrina Carpenter. I've seen Doja Cat. A lot of artists, they're going to perform how they perform, and it's going to show. I've seen radio station concerts, like I think it was Hot 95 or Hot 97 in New York. They had just about every New York artist that you would ever want to see on stage. And over the years, they've changed how it looks. So you may go in and you'll see an environment now, and then you'll go in again and you'll see a different environment, because they're always creating. And they'll show you, the name of the artist you want to see, and you just click and you go in there and you enjoy the music. I've seen John Legend in here. You have comedy shows in here, comedians. It's adult content. So I'm going to say it again, parents. Please be vigilant. Get in this headset, see what's going on with your kids. Get on their phone if they have it on their phone. See what's going on. Make sure that it's appropriate for your child. Okay. And so it says up to 18 people. So what happens is at any given point in time, there are a lot of people. So right here, it shows you 62 people here now. But the up to 18 people, that's per session. So if you're in a session and you tell your friend, hey, let's look at this together, you should come in here. If there are already 18 people in there, then you may not see them even though they're in a session. So it's kind of like layers. So one layer has you and your 18 people, then their layer has 18 people, and so on and so forth. Because it would be a horrible experience if every single person was all on the same layer in the same space. So imagine if there's 100,000 people across the globe that are using this. Imagine them all being in the same room. It would be horrible. So they have customized it so that your experience is not overcrowded, which I absolutely love. So I recommend going to a closed session. You and your friend meet up in there so you guys can enjoy the concert together. This is actually a good thing to do for companies that use the headsets to do as a team builder. You can have these teams get together and meet up in any one of these worlds and participate in any of these environments. It's team building already put together for you. You don't even have to think about what you want to do. And then coworkers, you guys can get together if you have your own headsets or you have the app on your phone and spend time with one another, get to know each other if you want to do that. You know, some people, they like to separate personal and business. Some of my parents' longest having friends that they've had the longest friendships with have come from work. So it's just whatever you feel comfortable with. I've had some great friends at work, some very, very good coworkers, and this would be a blast for me. That's just me. Okay. So make sure you check out the Music Valley. It's an area that looks just like this, and you check out the different sections, and you'll go in and you'll get a chance to decide which one you want to be. You can be a wanderer, which is a fire sign, or you can do the water sign here. And when you go in, whichever one you choose, you have a little bit of a different experience. And you have little things that you can play with. You have thumbs up signals to see it's like fire going and stuff like that. So they make it interactive. There are things you can play with, and it'll show you how to go ahead and do it. And then there's a big, huge screen. So when you come in to your right, a big, huge screen shows you the artist that you come to see. And then there are sections where you can go and see other events or other artists, things like that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this for anybody that's coming in. If you don't know where to start with the music because it's just amazing. Okay. Another popular world that they have here is this Bobber Bay fishing. See, over 43,000 lights. I've gone into there. Whoever designed this world, they did a excellent job. It's top tier. I just think some of these are just phenomenal. I really have to applaud the creators of the world. Sometimes the creators will be inside of the world and they'll talk to you about different things. I've had that experience before where I got to talk to a creator and they were explaining, you know, if you're not already in here, you're already too late, which is true because they only had a few worlds when this started and I was there from the start and I have just been admiring the work that has been done. They also have times where you can go in and there's training on how to create. There's a function inside the headset that allows you to be a creator if you want to be. Okay, you can take your time. They have a tutorial. You don't have to build everything from scratch. It used to be where you had to build certain things from scratch. So, for instance, if you wanted a chair, you literally had to build a chair, the legs, the seat, the back, however you wanted to do it. Now there are entire couches. You have entire buildings you can choose from. You have vehicles, you have planes, all kinds of things that you can choose from. And you can put these things together and create a world and create an experience. You have brands that are in here. You can actually create something where someone can come in and meet. You can create an office if you want to and have people meet you in here It's a unique experience. If you want to sell something, you can put your information in here, Cash App, or however you want to get paid, and people can engage with your product or service through here. So it's just an innovative way of doing things. And anybody that's thinking, oh, well, this is just gaming, it doesn't really have any real business applications. Well, you would be wrong. And you also have to consider this. There are over 2 billion adults that are gamers. Anybody that's a gamer is okay with the game environment. That's over 2 billion people that you could potentially market to for your services. And right now, in terms of VR, it's all about positioning. Position yourself in places for people to see you where they're not seeing your competitors. So anybody that's a gamer, that's really into games, a lot of them have these VR headsets. So they don't mind being marketed to in this environment because they already are on the game systems that they have and the games that they choose to, go ahead and play all the time. This is just a form of edutainment for a lot of things and entertainment. So we'll talk more about Meta Horizon World. I'll show you more about it, where you will see me go into certain worlds. You may see me with some people helping me out, some collaborators, and we're going through and we'll tell you what we think about it so that you can try some of these worlds and maybe even create your own. All right. That's all I have for today, and I will see you all in the next live.